Hey everyone. So I just wanted to briefly go over some thoughts about the weekly plans. Today you're making your weekly plan. And I just wanted to talk about how this whole thing, the whole system, 12-week plan is a closed system. He speaks about that in the book. And it's basically like if you need to apply everything, like you can take one or two of the concepts and apply them and you'll get something done. But really the breakthroughs and the major activity, that the amazing things that you're going to see is when you apply all of it. In that, the other concept he was talking about in the book about it is that it's like an operating system. You install it as your operating system, and the software may change, aka your goals, or your tactics. It's sleepy. Excuse me. So every 12 weeks you get a different goal or goals, but from now on you kind of operate on the system, which I'm very excited to install it as my operating system because I think I'm going to get a lot more done. And it remains the same, which is nice. So as far as the weekly plans are concerned, the thing about weekly plans is they organize and focus your week. And the important thing to remember is that it's not something you create every week just based on the stuff that's come up and that's urgent. It's based on your 12-week plan, right? So you know that it contains only the most critical activities, the important activities that are important to do that week, the ones that you have to get done that week, right? So it's not just like, oh, this came up. It's like, I planned this is what happens this week, and everything else in life goes around it, but you have to get those things done. The way you're going to be setting your weeks up, there are three. You're going to be time blocking, right? I think we kind of all know what that is. Blocking out time. And during the week, you're gonna create three specific types of blocks. One is called a strategic block. It's 3 hours long, and during that, you do things like reviewing how it's been going, figuring out whether or not you need to make little tweaks here and there, and that sort of thing. It's about assessing your performance and working on any tactics that you missed, and reconnecting with your vision. Although you'll be doing that every day too. Then you have so when you schedule that, I'm going to be scheduling mine on Sunday mornings. Then you schedule your buffer blocks, and these are blocks that you need to schedule every day. Now, for some people, it's going to be like a half an hour, one of them, and so other people, it's going to be like an hour here, an hour there. And they're for all those things that you have to do, like emails and social media posts and phone calls and all the day-to-day busy things that you need to get done every single day. You schedule for those, so those go in that amount of time. One thing I found useful about buffer blocks this past week is they are good for making sure you don't get thrown off track if something comes up. For instance, I got my car towed and had to go take care of that situation right away. And because I've been practicing using the 12-week, sort of warming up, gearing up for it, to go like whole hog starting on Monday. But I've been working with it a bit over the past week, and because I had a buffer block, I was able to actually get the stuff done during the day that I had intended to get done during the day, even though I had to go take care of the car being towed, which sucked. So those are important to, and obviously how much of that you have to do during the day. I have a lot of it, so I'm going to be scheduling a buffer block in the morning, probably an hour, and potentially one around lunchtime or slightly before the workday ends. I'm going to see. I think it's probably going to be lunchtime though. So those are those that you get done. And then the third kind of block that you want to be scheduling is a 3-hour block called your breakout block. And it goes during your work hours. And you spend that doing something other than work, something where you're enjoying yourself. You're like rejuvenating, relaxing, getting refreshed. And it's not thinking about work. You take a break. And then around those 3 blocks, you schedule what you need to be doing. All the important tasks that are key for you to move yourself ahead. So that's what I think that's good for today. our little lesson for today. I will come back at you tomorrow. Tomorrow is our first weekly, actually, in the book they're called weekly accountability meetings. I prefer to call them weekly accountability adventure parties. So we're going to have our first one next week. It's going to kick tomorrow. It's going to kick the whole week off, the whole 12-week plan off. So I'm really excited about that. And I hope that you guys are joining me, especially those who said you were joining me, and you know who you are. So I am really looking forward to it. And it's going to be special. I'll see you tomorrow.